Round and round and round. And now we're live. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Mike Lawson here with CU Broadcast. We are live, doing a live cast today with a couple of fine gentlemen you might recognize. Right next to me is Buildable's Mr. Brett Wooden. Brett, how are you today, sir? Good to see you.
Doing excellent.
Good job. And then right below us, you might recognize this fine gentleman as well, Mr. Blake Woods from Orsa Credit Union now. Pretty cool news there. But Blake, always glad to have you here in the old virtual studios. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. It's great to be back on the show.
Indeed. And I can't believe this time last week we were in DC at GAC. Are you kidding me? It's just how time flies. And I had you guys in the studio lounge there too, talking about Roblox. And we're talking about Roblox today, kind of this really cool project, initiative, innovation that Orsa, the fine folks at Orsa and Buildable, well, Brett and Blake are doing. And it's really such a fun project. And it's a really cool thing that you guys are doing. Again, pushing that proverbial innovation envelope. And but just for those one or two people, Brett, that are, not too well versed in this project, what's going on here? So, give us a quick refresher on this Roblox project you guys are doing with the fine folks at Orsa.
Yeah, so we've had a conversation. So Blake last year and the Orsa team did a demo day for a financial educational app or software or something to engage. And so I saw it as an opportunity that, hey, I'm going to try and pitch this idea of putting Orsa Credit Union on Roblox. And so we went through kind of this PowerPoint deck, showed them the idea, showed them Roblox. And from that, it turned into, let's make it happen. And so now we're really excited to show off. One of the things that's really cool is with Roblox, a lot of the games on Roblox are beta games. And so I think it was Blake, 2 weeks ago, we were like, you know what, let's just launch it. We want to get as many testers in there and as many people giving feedback as possible. So, we've launched it, and every 2 weeks we're doing big updates on the game.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's going to be one of my later questions for you. Yeah. Kind of like, how are you guys making it even better? And Blake, I just real quickly here, how and why did you guys get involved in this? I mean, anytime you're dealing with Brett and, you're just dealing with creativity, innovation, and then coupling it with you guys at Orsa, who are always kind of on the front steps of innovation as well, because you guys do so many cool projects and initiatives in your neck of the woods. But, what kind of drew you to this project?
Yeah, Brett mentioned our demo days, and that's a key part of our strategy. We believe listening is our superpower at Orsa. And although we have a ton of smart people that work here, we know the industry is full of brilliant people like Brett outside of our walls. And so our big goal was, we want to engage the next generation in a different way. And so we asked for ideas just out on LinkedIn, like who's got an idea to do that? And Brett's was far and away the most novel, right?
Really?
Okay. The opportunity to be the first credit union on Roblox was exciting to me. But again, I had heard of Roblox. I didn't know what it was. Starts digging the stats, and I see, well over 100 million daily active users, the amount of time they're spending on the platform. Then we looked at our own card data, and we said, sure enough, our members are spending thousands of dollars on Roblox. And so we knew we had a built-in audience. That made us feel really confident to go to market with Brett's team and with this great idea. And it's just been a sprint to get this beta version out there. And, my hat's off to both teams for coming together on what I thought was a really thorough discovery process, really building something that is fun first and passively educational.
Yeah.
So I think we've got, again, a really novel way to engage the next generation and help reframe what a credit union is on Roblox.
Indeed. Yeah. Well said. Well said. Because obviously your kids are going to get older, Blake, and you're going to get well versed in Roblox like Brett and I, because our kids are similar ages. Because your daughter's 16, and our twins are 15. So they've been on Roblox for a few years now, and they know it backwards and forwards. So we've all been there. So, but anyway, I just think this is a perfect platform. This is why I'm so excited about it. One of the perfect platforms to get kids of that age engaged in not only finance, but credit unions as well. So with that said, let's dive into the demo, shall we, Brett? So I'm going to pull up the screen here And there it is. So I'm going to turn over the reins to you, Brett, and let you fire away here. This is really cool because we wanted to do this at GAC, but it wouldn't really work because you'd have to I don't know. So let's do this online and people can see it for themselves. So yeah, here we go, Brett.
Yeah, and just to give a quick overview of kind of the game itself. So Roblox, this is, it's on multi-platform, so you can play it on your computer, tablets, phones, also Xbox One, PlayStation 5, all of that. And so it's its own ecosystem. So it's its own environment. And so as you see here, we're logged into the environment. Up here is my avatar. So you create your own person, wearable things. But just to point out, there also is a component we had kind of talked about that their kids are already learning financial, how to buy things, how to trade things, how to save, spend, give within this environment. And so here, I just wanted to show really quick the Roblox platform.
Yeah,
so this
Roblox, which is the digital money in Roblox, right?
Yeah. So this is where parents and kids go to buy that virtual currency, to buy things within the game. Mm-hmm. And so, we had pointed out this in GAC at our Room 39A event that, there are debit and credit cards linked to this environment. And so you can even see now you can do a monthly subscription for your kids where you pay $9.99 a month and you get this. So this is really important. This is just kind of another aspect of this game that there is currency being, purchased and utilized within these games.
Yeah.
And then another thing to point out is I selected some of the games here that have been pretty popular. So Bloxburg, that's similar to Sims, where you buy things, you build a house, you get a job. You can see Subway, IKEA. So a lot of these simulator games have become very popular where the kids interview, they become baristas, pizza delivery, creating sandwiches within Subway's environment. And so that's really where we thought, why not put a credit union in there and teach kids through financial education, but also teach them how to run a credit union. Yeah. And so that's where Where's My Allowance comes into play. Other things to show you how popular, some of these games are. Right now, there's 5.2 thousand kids playing this pizza game. There's 16,000 playing Bloxburg, right? When a lot of kids right now, we know that it's school, right? So they're finding ways to play it even in school.
They're in the back of class with their iPad.
Yeah. So let's jump in. And so again, Where's My Allowance? This is, right now it is in beta. We want to get as much feedback as possible, but it's really a simulation. It's a simulation of, you start out as a member, you open an account, and then you kind of interview for greeter positions, teller positions, or MSR positions. And so let's jump in and play the game. And I don't know, Blake, are you going to be in here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, just kind of showing you, we'll give a little quick tour here. So we've created right now an environment. And so this is the actual Orsa branch. So I believe Blake is live in the Orsa branch right now that we base this off of. But we got architecture. We met with the Orsa team. We got job descriptions. I mean, it was a very research intense and kind of that whole, design thinking approach. We do have a parking lot. We have an ATM where, folks can interact. And so let's go in. I'm a member right now, so I'm going to go into the branch and just show you a few things.
I like the branding, Blake. Well done, sir.
Yeah, it's really cool, right? The funny thing about it is my background, I've done branch builds in my past and designs. This felt very similar, right? You're getting architecture, you're learning about what are the color palettes, how do the branch look, what are the designs. So this is the community room. And what was really important about this is we want to have an ability that we can do live events in the game. And so rather than doing kind of those educational seminars or, passing out paper in a classroom, we want to engage kids digitally so that they can meet us at live events and we can do things in this room where they can sit, learn, do tasks, scavenger hunts, those type of things within the game.
Sweet.
And a lot of the items are interactive within the game. So you can turn on the water faucets. You can even go into the bathroom and use the restroom if you like.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So this is
like somebody spilled something on the floor in there. Might want to get
right. Yeah. So that's great. That's the other thing is the greeter. it's up to them to be, like keep the branch clean. And I'll show some examples of that.
Oh my
But
god.
so here's the greeter. This is the NPC. And I think I saw Blake running around here.
Oh.
The other funny thing is I believe my daughter is in the game. Yes, my daughter has jumped in the game too. So kind of, she should be in class actually, but.
Well, I know our kids, they sometimes when they get finished with projects at school, the teachers allow them a little free time at the end of class or whatever. Okay, go on Minecraft or Roblox or something like that. So I totally get how kids are playing during school. So I get it.
Yeah. So look, there's another person. So,
get back
so
to
it's
class.
cool. So when you interact with the greeter, right? So I'm going to ask, I'd like to make a deposit. The NPC, which is a non-player character, they'll walk me over to the teller, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go over here. They're going to say, here you are. I'm going to now ask the NPC teller. I'm going to say, you know what? I want to go to the safety deposit box. And one of the things that we talked about when we were talking to kids, and you say, hey, they're all like, they want to see the vault, right? But it's always disappointing. I think that was one of the most disappointing things when I started in a credit union and worked as a teller, is when you go to the vault, it's nothing, right? It's very, it's very blah, you store the cash in the thing. So we decided to go all out for Roblox style. So we've got a throne, as you can see, Blake has took over the throne, but we've got piles of cash.
Seat.
That's your, is that your office, Blake?
In here. So it's really cool that, we're trying to take, think of Roblox as imaginative, kids, some of it we want to, kids can smell financial education or education from a mile away. So Blake just shut me into
It's trapped in the vault. Well, at least you have piles of cash and gold bars in there for you.
There we go.
So that's always positive.
Yes. And so, but some other things, like you can go to the teller, you can ask for, you can make a deposit, you can transfer funds. In our next development or iteration that we're going to launch next week, we're going to add an MSR position where you open accounts, you get auto loans, you get mortgages. And so further developing the game, one of the fun things too is we've got little minis, we call them side hustles. So I'm going to promote myself to greeter. Okay. You can go around and pick up the trash. So yeah, so and you can get some bucks. So I'm going to pick up the cola can. I'm even going to hold the cola can. And we're going to walk, and as soon as I throw it away, you're going to see in the left-hand corner, I'm going to get some money.
Okay. Boom.
And so I got some money down here. And so with that, we're going to have, virtual rewards. So when you look at today's kids clubs and things of that within a credit union, a lot of those is they're given like stickers, pencils, backpacks, stuffed animals when they make deposits. So with this game, what we're really targeting is rewarding them with virtual things. So we're going to create like a Daisy the Bear that follows you around. We're going to create, costumes, different clothing that you can wear, hats. We've even talked with Taylor from the Credit Union Umbrella Man to get some of that gear in the game as well. So that's, we've got a lot of hidden things in the game as well. So we'll walk around.
Okay.
We've got the break room over here.
Got to have the break room.
Go and relax a little bit, get a soda, get some food. And then in here for the IT folks, we've got the server room.
Ooh, look at that.
So you can go back here. So we are going to create like little side hustles where the servers go down and you got to go fix them and things. And then we'll go back here. One of the fun things is when we did an on-site at Orsa, and to just get some images of the branch and just get kind of the look and the feel. And it was Bring Your Kid to Work Day, and Tansley was outside making grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yum.
So our development team and design team were like, oh my gosh, we got to create an outside patio where Tansley, when she visits the game, can make grilled cheese sandwiches in the back.
Yum.
So
that looks good. That barbecues.
Yeah.
That is awesome, guys. Okay. So the other question I had, because I want to go back to like, we're noticing that there's a bunch of kids playing and they should be in school. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? But the other thing, but then I'm taking a step further. Can like a teacher like use this in class, like pull this up and okay, hey, let's learn about banking today. And oh, by the way, here's Orsa Credit Union and in Roblox. So Blake, I see you nodding your head. Do you want to talk about that real quickly? And then that anybody could kind of go in and use this as an educational tool, especially a teacher at a school, at a middle school, high school, that type of thing.
Yeah, I think it's it's a much more impactful conversation with a young person than maybe just a budgeting 101 PDF, right? It's something that's gamified, but there's still a lot of good lessons to be learned within it. So yeah, we're really excited about that. There is some great use cases around the country of educators using Roblox, just in the way you described, Mike. And so that's a big goal of ours. Luckily at Orsa, we've partnered with over 50 schools across the state. So lots of opportunity for us to engage young people.
And I think this is because it's totally relatable, and they get it right away because they've been living on this game for many moons. So I totally see a lot of upside here. So good stuff. Oh my gosh, what else is there, Brett? I mean, obviously you're kicking it on the couch there, waiting there for.
Yeah, and well, the other funny thing to bring up is for Linda Bodie fans, Linda Bodie texted me at I think it was 6 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
And she was playing the game with her staff.
No way.
And they were planning to use it. I guess they do summer camps at their credit union with 5 local schools. And so she was telling me she's all in on creating things and games and creating scenarios and things within this to help kind of during summer camp to teach kids about credit unions and that. So if you know Linda Bodie, she's always coming up with ideas and things. So that was really cool to me because I was like, wow, a lot of credit unions do that. They do things for Bring Your Kid to Work Day. They do summer camps and things. And that's just another avenue that you can use this game.
So, okay, speaking of Linda, so she's CEO at Element. Is it Element Federal Credit Union in West Virginia? So can she create her own credit union and do this? Or does she go to Orsa and do this? Or how does that work? Can other credit unions create theirs? I don't know. I'm trying to see how this expands or how it scales, Brett.
Yeah, so Blake and I, we definitely recommend that credit unions reach out to Blake or myself. And the goal is, yes, we want to create this as a credit union world. And so if a credit union is interested in having their branch within this game, they would reach out to us. Okay. And we would go through kind of getting their branch architecture. We'll go through kind of the structure of what that looks like. But yeah, we're really looking for that next credit union to join us in the game as well. And then even Blake and I have talked about with other vendors. So eventually we want to add a car dealership to the game. We want to add a community center where you can go in and donate funds to a local community.
Oh, right on.
So there's a lot, there is no, it's Blake and I talk about all the time. There's tons of ideas.
Oh, completely. I mean, the old cliche, sky's the limit is very appropriate for this one for sure. So, oh my God. Because it looks like you have the template right here for other credit unions to utilize. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Brett and his team, they've built a big town. So there's lots of real estate available here in the town. And, the game Future Iterations, players will be able to job hop from one credit union to the other, see what makes each experience a little different. Yeah. And like Brett said, earn money and spend it around the town. So Brett and his team didn't just build us a branch. They really built us a community. And we're looking for other credit unions to put down their roots here as well and just make the game that much more fun to play.
Well, and Brett, the way you're driving, you're going to need somebody from the DMV to help you out there. Don't get pulled over, all right? Goodness gracious. Watch out for that tree. Oh my gosh, guys. So how does this get even? I know we're talking about expanding the town and more credit, that type of stuff, but how does, because you talked about that you guys are constantly updating this, like every 2 weeks, there's something really cool you guys can do. How does this get even better? Because this is so much fun, especially engaging that younger audience, that credit unions that are really looking to get, because that's one of the top priorities is getting credit unions younger membership wise. So how does this get even better, Brett?
I'm going to pass it to Blake on that one. Right, Blake, do you want to mention the account that Orsa created?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, we saw debit and credit transactions from our membership going to Roblox, and it was really ramping up through the summer of last year. So we've just launched a new account. It's called MyBucks. And credit union members at Orsa who use their cards within Roblox will get cash back into this new savings account that we've built. So
Awesome.
I'd really encourage credit unions to look at your own transaction data, and you'll probably see, you'll be surprised to see how highly they rank in terms of spend across retailers.
Yeah.
And just share it with, Roblox players in your life. We'd love their feedback. The game gets better as more people use it. And so we're kind of in the next phase now of co-creation with a lot of our school partners, co-creation with a lot of the players, hearing their feedback and just continuing to make the game more and more fun and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and that's where all these ideas are going to be coming from too. Some of the stuff that you guys haven't even thought of yet. I mean, like Linda's idea about the summer camp, and then all the people that are using it. Oh, maybe you should try this. So yeah, so there's going to be, I can see this blowing up in a good way.
Yeah, and especially kids. One of the things that we've talked about too is that adults. The big thing is when you show this game to adults, they love the look and the feel, right? So the branch, the look, that kids love the game. Right. Yeah. So there's many little side hustles in that. And kids are very brutally honest. So that's one thing that's really nice is that we're getting great feedback on what they love. And then we're getting great feedback on, hey, here's some areas of opportunity. We really want to see this in the game and that. And we've even had like one mention that they want to drive around the armored truck. So when there's more credit unions in the game, they want to be delivering the cash and all that. So
okay, next question for you, and I think I may have asked you guys this at GAC, but if my girls are in Roblox, how do they find Orsa Credit Union, or how do they find the credit union to go and play and learn and all that type of stuff, Blake?
Yeah, it's available for anyone. Just search "Where's My Allowance" on Roblox on any platform, and it'll come right up. And for your viewers, we'll also provide a link that you can share with your viewers, Mike, so they can access it directly.
I'm writing that down right now, Blake. Thank you for that. Because I told them I'm going to be doing this, so they're like all excited. Like, we're going to go find it and go check it out. So yeah, so they're. I think Brett, you're obviously, like you said, your daughter's already in there, already playing, and I see Blake running around the street out there. So just look both ways before you cross the street, Blake. All right.
I'm going to keep my head on a swivel.
There you go. This is awesome, guys. Oh my gosh. I get so excited about things like this, and just really, again, that old cliche, thinking outside the box. You guys really, really crushed it on this one. And then the great thing is this is just the beginning, and it's only going to get better and better. So really excited for you guys. And Brett's still cleaning up the
Brett, thanks to you. This was a huge, big, bold idea, and I appreciate you sharing it with us and letting Orsa be a part of this journey with you. It's been amazing.
Indeed. And for all you guys watching live on the live stream, give Brett and Blake a shout and see how you guys can get involved, because I think this can really make a tremendous impact. Not only for financial service, but for credit unions and education, financial literacy, and getting kids involved and then getting them engaged in your credit union. So nothing but good stuff comes from this. So yeah, good stuff. And I love the break room, Brett. You did a great job there. That's looks pretty comfy in there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, anything else here to add before I let you get back to work?
No, just reach out.
To get back to gaming.
Yeah. Actually, I think, Brett, you are at work. This is what you do.
Right. This is. Yeah, I already need a break.
Yeah, exactly. Get your 15-minute break in. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you get going. Thank you so much for this. Such a cool idea. And to see it come to fruition makes it that much sweeter. And to have credit unions at the foundation of this is the icing on the cake. So keep up the great work, guys. And we'll have you back on from time to time to see all these improvements and get some updates on this and keep credit unions, get more and more credit unions involved with this as well. So fun stuff. Well done, lads.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And that is almost it. Yay. Now that was too much fun.